all of you wonderful creative people here on YouTube. My name is Rio and I welcome you to my artsy corner. Gosh, has it been a while, and boy do I have a lot of stuff to show you, so let's just get started, shall we? Well, first of all, Merry Christmas and Happy 2024, everybody! I've been gone since the end of September, I believe, because the last video I posted here on my channel was my finished pages for the month of September. If you watched that video, you probably know that we had some major renovation going in our apartment here, where I'm filming, where I live. So I really didn't have a chance nor the conditions to actually go on filming during that day, and we only finished everything right before Christmas. So yeah, I feel a bit rusty. So to get back on track, I decided to start with this amazing whole video. So where should I begin? Anyway, the title of this video is my Christmas coloring book haul, but what it actually is a huge collection of books that I got from two of my friends. To make a long story short, last year we saw a repost from TikTok of someone who made a book advent calendar for their girlfriend. And we thought, man, that's actually an awesome idea. Both of the girls love to read a lot, so they decided to make one for each other. It's actually my bestie and her sister that I'm talking about. So eventually I ended up joining the group, and I ended up with two awesome coloring advent calendars that they have prepared for me. Of course, I have prepared boxes filled with books and other goodies for them as well. As you can probably tell, we've already done unpacking the calendars, and today I'm going to show you what I found inside. It's very, very, very exciting. Actually, we gave each other a long wish list of books or stuff we would like to find in the calendar so that we could, get to know each other's tastes a bit better. But to be honest, it's been so long ago that I don't really remember what I asked for. I know that I've removed all those books from my wish list anyway, so I'm good here. But eventually it ended up being a surprise, but not really, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's just get started. Oh, I'm so excited to show you what I've got. That's a wonderful heap of coloring books that I'll be adding to my collection. Ah yes, before I proceed with my advent calendar, I would like to show you these two lovely coloring books that I got as a Christmas gift from one of my other friends. He was visiting France recently, and he brought these books for me as a Christmas gift. So one of them is, I think, should be translated like a moment with yourself art book. So these are the animals of the world, from what I can tell. It's a very lovely style, actually, and the paper is really nice. The pages are single-sided. Pencils will work like a charm in here. Very, very lovely pictures of different animals to color. This one is all about birds. Here you go. Same situation, single-sided pages on the same semi-smooth paper. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful birds. Anyway, lovely books. A wonderful addition to my collection. Now, let's start with the calendar, shall we? So the first thing I'm going to show you is a couple of Dover books that will be joining my collection. First of them being the Greek gods and goddesses. As I've mentioned countless times before on this channel, I love Greek mythology. And what I love about this book is that it's actually single-sided, even though it's a Dover book. Well, technically, because you have a lot of text on the other side, where you can read all about the gods pictured on the pages. Very interesting style. Love it. And book number 2 is Goddesses. Here you go. That's signed by Martin Noble. Nice. But this one is already double-sided. But it's not such a big deal since I color with pencils mostly. Anyway, there you go. Very interesting detailed illustrations. So those are those. Now, next pile of books that I'm going to show you is one from Creative Haven. And first of them is Wildflowers, the stained glass coloring book. Nice, I love these kinds of books with this like vinyl type of paper. It's actually see-through, and the pages you color. Lilies, are those lilies? Yes, I love lilies. The pages you color actually shine the light through. Oh, that's pretty. There you go. Very beautiful book. Next is Animal Mosaics. It's by Jessica Mazurkiewicz. Oh, I love her work. These are very simple stained glass type illustrations. This book is going to be great to help me finish off the last remaining bits of my cheap markers. I mean, even though if they eventually end up dying on me in the middle of an illustration, I can switch to a similar color and it should look nice. I mean, look at it. Yeah, this book is perfect. It's for pure relaxation and de-stress. Next couple of books I'm going to show you are by Marjorie Sarnett. First of them being Magnificent Mermaids. The perfect material for upcoming mermaid. Love her style. Last year I was gifted her book on horses for Christmas. And I can't wait to finally start working on that one as well. But you know, things don't usually end up going as you plan. Oh, look at her word jaws. Aww. Lovely book. And the next one is The Magical Fairies. There you go. Aren't they lovely? Ooh, this one has dragon wings. Ooh. Got him. That's unique. February is actually coming real soon. I got this book just on time. And the last 2 books that I got from Creative Haven are by Teresa Goodrich. First of them being The Romantic Country Scenes. I already have her Enchanted Christmas, I think that's how it's called. And I've colored a page in it already for Christmas. And I really enjoyed the process. So these should bring me just as much joy. Ooh, champagne. Great book for Valentine's Day. And last but not least, It's a Cat's World. I love kitties. Oh, look at this. Cats and her style look gorgeous. Oh god, that's so cute. Oh, typical cats. Most of these illustrations remind me, oh, it's actually, yeah. Most of these illustrations remind me of the time when back in the day I had a cat myself. It's the little rascal. So there's that. And next, we're off to Hannah Lynn. I found 3 of her books in my advent calendars. First of them being The Enchanted Faces, a pocket-sized coloring book. I wanted to... Excuse my phone. I wanted to get this one for quite a while. I enjoy coloring in her books. And I wanted to try out a pocket-sized one since like beginning of last year. And I really hoped that this one will eventually end up in my advent calendar, and it did, and I'm so glad about it. Next is the Mythical Maidens and Curious Creatures. Jeez, I can't read today. Again, a mythology-themed book. Just what the doctor ordered. Angel! I love it. Love it! It's so my thing. Archer! Aww. Mother Earth. I want to do this one for Earth Day this year. Fairy. Griffin. Aww. Gorgeous. Yeah, dragon. Welcome to the year of the dragon. Yeah. Awesome. And the next one is the Fairy Tale Princesses Storybook Darlings for a fairy tale lover like me. Very much appreciated. Thumbelina. Oh, Peter Pan. I recognize most of these. That was actually one of my favorite fairy tales when I was growing up. And the Wizard of Oz. Those are pretty detailed. Little Mermaid. Aww. Alice. Aladdin. Oh, sorry, stickers. Excuse me. Now we're done with Hannah Lynn. Next on the list is Jana Prosperina. I didn't have any of her books as of yet. Now I'm a proud owner of 3. First of them being the Fantasy Realm. There you go. Thumbnails at the end of the book. Look at this. Her illustrations are gorgeous. Oh, we also have men in here, which is very much appreciated. Oh, look at this dude. Lovely. This book is gorgeous. Ooh, stunning. Love it. Number 2 is Witch Season. One of the 2 books that are going to be perfect for the upcoming Halloween. I hope this year I'll have a lot more time to color. Besides, my bestie loves witches. We can do some themed buddy colors together. Already looking forward to it. We have both young witches and old witches, as you can tell. Anyway, the same gorgeous style that Jana is known for, and Autumn is the 3rd book. Yeah. Again, it's more on the fantasy style still, as you can tell. A very magical autumn. Fairies and witches. Gorge. Mostly fairies. I can tell. Oh, hello. Cute. Oh gosh, that's nice. Love this book. That's Jana Prosperina. Moving right along to Kira Shershniva. I have finished one of her books already. Color by Colors blocks version. I also have her Tetris book in my collection, which is kind of similar, but not really. And these are always so much fun to color. I finished her Fantasy Women, back in 2022, and I had an amazing time working on that one. And the second one is the Famous Paintings, again, color by colors. Yep. One must love art, indeed. Well, at the beginning it looks like a mess, but once you color it in, they turned up looking like a beautiful stained glass. Nice. Those. Next we have a few random books. So I'm going to start with Fairy Lane. This one is by Barbara Alonzo. Yep. From now on I will have a lot more fairy themed books in my collection for sure. Not that I mind. I mean, look at them, they're gorgeous. So that's Fairy Lane. Next, we have a very beautiful book, Fantasy and Fairies, a grayscale coloring book by Molly Harrison. Fantasy, one must love fantasy. I'm a fantasy nerd. And it's grayscale, which makes it a lot easier for me. Ooh, nice. Go, that's that one. Next we have Fairy Tales by Selena Fennick. I do not have any of her books as of yet. And I wanted to get this one for quite a while, again, because it's fairy tale themed. It's an oldie but goodie. Some boots. Very nice. These are pretty detailed. It'll take a while working on these, but I'm gonna try my best. Next, it's Magical Beauties by Christina McAllister. That's a very interesting coloring book. It was a very random addition to my wish list, but I don't regret it. Look at these portraits. Again, it's grayscale, so it's anti-stress all the way. I mean, well, it's still pretty detailed, but it should be fun to color. I can go all out on these. No regrets. My beloved Lenka Filanenko. I've added one more book by her to my collection. I enjoyed working in her books so much last year. Both of her seasonal book and the, what was it? I can't recall the title, but anyway, I love her style. Getting this one was a must, one way or another. So that's Fairy Bliss. And last but not least, a grayscale coloring book by Christine Caron. This one wasn't on my wish list. It was a surprise. Very beautiful book. Actually, I already owned this book, but my friend did not know that. And she got me this one. I'm going to gift this book to her so that we could body color in it together. So one way or another, it's a win-win. So I guess we are done with Amazon printed books. Now moving on to, of course, Hashtag Mouse. It's a springtime book by Morgan O'Brien. I do not own any of these But I really wanted to try it out, just to see what's the whole craze about. And now, I have one of these feud books in my collection. So, come spring, I will definitely color a few pages in here immediately. Now that I am looking at it, you know, in person, it's really drop dead gorgeous. I can really tell why people like these. Next one is, it's the Deco Time coloring book. I honestly do not remember adding this one to my wish list, so if that is a book my friend decided to surprise me with, she really outdid herself. I love this book. The paper is really, really nice. Well, it's mostly Shutterstock images, but the quality of the book is wonderful. And it has 160 illustrations. For all intents and purposes, patterns, mandalas, you name it, anything. Yeah. One for Valentine's Day, there you go. Oops, excuse me. One more, there you go. I'm gonna pull this one out for Valentine's Day for sure. Whoa, some intricate designs. Lovely. Love this book. Next, we have Baby Animals by Hachette Hero. Aww. I love their books, but honestly, most of those I'm interested in are not Disney related. Because I think I already have enough of Disney books in my collection. And this one is made in circles. I don't own anything like this. Look at it, I mean, that should be fun. Next on the line is the beautiful butterflies. This book is filled with beautiful vintagey designs, as you can tell. Okay, I'll remove this one aside a little bit to give myself more space. So you have an example on the left and the page you must color on the right. The line art is brown. It's a very interesting look. Very beautiful butterflies. You also have some botanicals on the background, flowers and plants and whatnot. Beautiful book. I actually love coloring butterflies, even though I know a lot of people who don't for some reason. I don't understand. Christopher Hart is the next author on the line, and this is his fashion book in manga style. There you go. I love anime, I love manga, I love anything that has to do with Japanese culture, pop culture, I mean. So I have lots of lovely girls dressed up in different styles, boys as well, which is awesome, again. And Christopher Hart, ooh, this one is so emo. Christopher Hart has a really gorgeous style. That's a nice one. There you go. Should keep me busy for hours, just like the rest of my collection that is dying to be colored. The Secret Garden Posh Glitter Coloring Book. I was really curious about this one. So what it basically is a book with illustrations that are partially covered in glitter, if you can tell from the lighting. I mean, after renovation, the lighting in this room has changed drastically. Actually, now I'm filming in my mom's room, which used to be my room. So I'm still trying to set things up properly, so I'll be playing with new lighting right now. Anyway, as you can tell, these illustrations have some of the details covered in glitter. Yeah, camera captures it pretty well. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to color these, but I guess I should just leave them light. Apparently. We'll see. But I dig the illustrations. They look beautiful. Next we have Lulu Mayo! Whee! So first of the books that I got by Lulu Mayo is A Million Sweet Things. I have her Owls book and it's freaking adorable. And two of her other books that I got are just gorgeous too. There you go. It's basically filled with lots of cute stuff to color. Animals, sweets, plushies, whatever. Well, like the title says, A Million Sweet Things. And the next one I got is A Million Magical Creatures, of course. That's to be expected from a mythology lover like myself. It's a very well-known book, I'm sure. By now. Oh, what a fluffy puffy griffin. Yeah. So that's Lulu Mayo. Next on the list we have Coloriage Wild. It's an ocean themed book. I've seen these books on lots of people's channels last year and they really caught my attention. I wanted to try one out for myself. I have no intention of getting them all. Ooh, the paper is nice. But this should be more than enough for me to get the feeling of it, you know? Very unique style. And I don't have a lot of ocean themed books in my collection. So it's perfect, I think. Yeah, they're repeating themselves. There you go. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. That's Coloriage Wild. Magic coloring book. Nothing more to say about that. I really wanted to try out one of these inverted coloring books, so to speak, where you have a white outline and a black background. And this appeared to be like an option, but this book is really weird. I mean, yeah, it's filled with illustrations like these, but then you have pages like these, which look gorgeous. So it's really weird. I mean, what am I supposed to do with these? Again, I added this book to, yeah, see? I added this book to my wish list completely blindly. So I have only myself to blame. Of course, I will go and color such gorgeous illustrations like this page, but the rest I'm just going to leave. I mean, just so you know, be aware of that. It's a very strange book, really. Even though the quality of the black pages is pretty nice, only the illustrations are questionable. Alright, now we are on to creme de la creme. Last portion of the books I have to show you. I have two books by Melpomene Chattopadhyay. I think I've pronounced that right. First of them being Nature Mandalas, and boy are these detailed. Actually, when I saw this book in person, it scared me a little, but then again, I see how people color these pages, and it appears to be a lot easier than it looks. We shall see when I'll muster enough courage to finally start working on this one. But it's single-sided, as you can tell, so that should make things easier. There you go, it's a very well-known book. That one, and the next one is The Circle of Life. This one is just gorgeous. For some reason it does not scare me that much as the first one did. This one is double-sided already, but still, pretty. Actually, I want to color in this one ASAP. I'm not gonna lie, the paper is wonderful. Next, we have two books by Kirby Rosans that are going to be added to my collection. First of them being Imagimorphia. Excuse me, I did not turn the sound off. So that's early Kirby for you. I don't know if you can hear the music playing in the background. It's my phone downloading the Genshin Impact game. There you go. And, yeah, I'm going to be joining the bandwagon pretty soon. And the second one I have here is the Wondermorphia. I think it is the Dutch edition. But really, who cares? I really wanted to get this one because, first of all, it's single-sided and it's basically two books in one. So there you go. It's a win-win. And I'm not so scared of Kirby anymore. So, of course, I wanted to replenish my collection with more of his books. But I think with these two, now I already have all of the books that I wanted to get. Next on the line is The Dreamweaver by Alessandra Fusi. That's the mythographic book. One of the books I said I will never, ever, ever, ever collect. One of the series, rather. And there you go, this one is the fourth book that I own from Mythographics. But I still need to muster enough courage to color in these. Maybe I should start this year with working on the books I was gifted first. Just to clean my conscience. There you go, that's Dreamweaver from the graphic. Next, yeah, Kingdom of Curious Creatures, a fairy tale adventure book by Knoko Gusa. That is the English edition of one of her wonderful books. I'm not quite sure which one exactly, but that doesn't really matter because the illustrations are gorgeous. I have her Symphony of Cute Animals as well. It's a bit smaller than this one. Well, at least this one, well, it's pretty intricate, but not, well, it's pretty detailed, but not that intricate as the other one, I think. Or maybe it's because the size of this book is bigger. I don't know. It's not as intimidating. But it does not make it any less gorgeous. Animals. Oh, okay. And I mean, look at these examples in the beginning of the book. She's such a great artist. I think I should try and copy this kind of coloring style. You know, not quite realistic, slightly cartoonish. She'll see. Next we have Fairy Tales by Emily Liedel Uberg. One of the classics that I really wanted to get. And I love the paper. It's so thick. And feels really nice. Style is very interesting. Ooh, good. Nice. Very beautiful book. Absolutely gorgeous. Next are the two books that my friend definitely surprised me with. She knows that I'm collecting coloring books by Jūratė Leikaitė. It's one of the local artists here in Lithuania. I have almost all of her books, but some of them are pretty hard to get. So where on earth did she manage to dig these out? I have no idea, but I'm really thankful. So her books are mostly educational. They're very informative. They have a lot of info in them. You can read more about our culture, folk traditions, art, and basically anything. So this is the book. No, Discover the beauty of Lithuanian patterns. So yeah, it's very much folk based. It's more of a task book, so to speak, but still, there's so many gorgeous illustrations to color. It's a really interesting book to dig in. And the next one she got is Lithuanian Festivals and Patterns. I think that's the first one. I have volume 3 that I colored in last Easter. Yep, same thing. In this book you can read more about the Lithuanian traditions, our festivities. There you go. Well, these are technically meant for children, but I mean, aren't we kids at heart? Aren't all of us? So, before I end this video with a bang, I still have a couple of pocket-sized books to show you. So one of them is Magical Minis. This one also by Selena Finnick. I missed it before, I'm sorry. Ooh. Very beautiful illustrations, but very detailed. It's gonna be a challenge. Ooh, look at this dragon. Still, I absolutely love it. Next, we have 2 tiny postcard books by Johanna Basford. It's Lost Ocean, I think that's how it's called. It's the German edition. I have one like this of her Magical Jungle as well, and I enjoyed working in that one last year a lot. There you go. And I also have the World of Flowers, I think. This one is glue bound as well. Gosh, I really want to be careful with these so they wouldn't fall apart on me, you know, just like that. Nice. For those. Then I have 2 books from the I Love to Color series. One of them being I Love Kawaii. A very simple-minded book. An absolute anti-stress. There you go. Lots of cute little things to scribble on. Oh, is that a... Yeah, that's a gingerbread man. I could have colored this one for Christmas. I will do this year maybe. And the next one is the I Love Butterflies one. There you go. Same thing. These are small pocket-sized books almost. I have a couple more of these to show you in one of my next videos, and I've already started working in one of them. The next book I'm going to show you is actually a comic book. It's not a coloring book, but I really wanted to get this one because, as you can probably tell, I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy, and this, well, Final Fantasy franchise in general. And this is a comic book based on one of the games. It's a Final Fantasy Type 0, and it tells a backstory of one of the characters that I love from that game. It's the Ice Reaper Kurasame. I can't wait to read it. Yeah, it's a manga book. I really wanted to get to know this character better. And finally, we've reached the last book that I got for Christmas this year. And it's this beautiful, gorgeous book. For the life of me, I really do not remember the name of this one. I'm really, really sorry. There are a lot of portrait books, like Korean portrait books, that are out there, and they look very similar. And I am really lost on the name of this one, but I mean, look at this. Well, all of the Korean books are simply stunning. The paper is awesome. It's really, really, really thick. I think you can even watercolor on it, no problem. And it's portraits of girls in different situations. wearing different clothing. Very beautiful. Simple illustrations. Well, simple, you know, in a Korean coloring book kind of way. I mean, this one should be an interesting challenge. There you go. This one really made my day. There you have the examples in the beginning as well. Very interesting style. And some tutorials in front of the book. So that is that, my lovelies. I'm finally done with showing everything that I got for Christmas last year. And I'm so hyped. I can't wait to work on these. Once again, I would like to thank my bestie and her sister for including me in this affair. I really enjoyed opening each and every parcel every day. It was like a huge box of candy, you know, you never know what you find inside. Well, you kind of know, but you don't really know. Again, if you get what I mean. So, that's my first video for the beginning of 2024, which is crazy, I know. Again, I'm really, really sorry for disappearing on you guys for such a long time, but you know, I couldn't have it any other way. Like I said, I didn't have a chance nor the conditions to film, but I hope things are going to get back on track from now on, and I really hope you had a wonderful Christmas, you had awesome New Year celebration. Before I go, I would like to welcome all of my new subscribers. I know there's a bunch of you that joined this channel during the time I was absent, and I welcome you all with my arms wide open. I hope you will like it in here and you will choose to stay. So, until I see you on one of my next videos, I hope you will stay creative, you will stay artsy, and have fun in every single step you take. Till next time then, Ada!